I am extremely excited. I know that our teachers and all the rest of our staff are excited as well. And
This year is See Lee Vang's second year as principal of Franklin Elementary School. Because of the pandemic, Monday is the first time she's welcomed students for the first day in person.
Smile.
Students Braxton and Madison Diedrich wish summer lasted a little longer.
So tell me what grades you two are in.
Second and third.
In third.
Nicole Love says the kids are excited to go back to class.
Madison's been waiting to come back to school, and they're hoping for a full year, all day, right?
The 2021-2022 school year isn't as traditional as pre-pandemic times. Masks are required for students and staff. Superintendent Mark Holzman says they are focusing on more than just COVID-19 protocols.
It is universal masking, so we're requiring all students and staff to wear masks while indoors. But beyond that, we're excited about just the building relationships on the first week of school.
Holzman says the district wants to make this school year as normal as possible.
So we're going to have regular classroom sizes. We're going to go outside for recess. We're going to take our masks off when we're outside. We're going to have regular art, music, and phy-ed transitions, lunchtime.
And this year has been easier for the district to make those decisions to kind of get a little bit more back to normal.
Yeah, we've used very much the information from our local health professionals in order to try to make decisions on how to be back. But we've been going through this for a period of time.
Holzman says the Manitowoc Public School District will constantly reevaluate COVID-19 protocols to keep students and staff safe this school year. 'Tis a season for back-to-school photos. You've likely seen the popular shots of kids posing with a sign showing what grade they're in, their teacher, and what school they go to. But Grand Chute Police Officer Travis Wass has a message for parents before they click share.
What's also online, not just scammers, but also predators. And when you're sharing a similar back-to-school post or first day of school post of your child, you're sharing with predators, potentially predators.
So far, this is just a warning. There have been no incidents in the Fox Valley. The Grand Chute Police Department's latest Facebook post urges parents not to share school names, ages, and features like height and weight. Wass says the back-to-school signs can contain answers to your account security questions. And the same goes for other posts.
It's about those viral social media quizzes, where it had the seemingly innocent questions. Where did you grow up? What street did you live on? What was the make of your first car?
Wass says when you post online, it's online forever. Overall, the department wants people to be careful and have a safe start to the school year ahead.
Accessibility and opportunity. Those are the top two things Northeast Wisconsin Technical College leaders say need to be included in President Joe Biden's Build Back Better plan.
It's really important for education to remain affordable.
NWTC Vice President of Student Services Colleen Simpson says the school's goal is for students to leave with zero debt. NWTC says last year 29% of its students took out a loan to pay for tuition. The average student debt was about $1,900. For many, tuition and books aren't the only costs for going to school.
So there are a lot of non-academic barriers, such as childcare, such as housing, such as food insecurity.
NWTC has been extremely helpful.
Sarah Sun says things like childcare and food insecurity were obstacles in returning to school that NWTC helped her out with. She explained the impact it has had during a roundtable with U.S. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona.
I didn't have funds to start school, and they've drove me into every direction to find the funding, and it's just been impossible for me to not succeed here so far.
This place is great. It's really a culture of embracing students and providing them opportunities for success in life.
Cardona says putting faces to the problems facing education is helpful. He believes two-year schools like NWTC are the ticket to a better economy.
Colleges like this one are malleable to make sure that the workforce needs are being addressed through the curriculum.
When it comes to affordability, Secretary Cardona backs Senator Tammy Baldwin's push for 2 years of tuition-free access to community and technical colleges.
But we do think we need to finance all of this by asking billionaires to pay their fair share.
Baldwin first introduced her bill in 2015. A reworked version introduced earlier this year has not received Republican support. NWTC leaders say whatever can be done to keep costs down will help their mission.
On this stretch of Lineville Road, Bruce Malott and his wife Laura are out for a Monday morning hike. They typically like to use the trails, but recently they stick to the street.
How are the bugs this year?
Terrible. Mosquitoes are bad.
Yeah?
Big hatch, I think.
Yeah. How's it been?
We were dealing with horse flies for a while and mosquitoes, so the horse flies are gone, still mosquitoes though.
Experts say female mosquitoes often use human blood to fertilize eggs and need standing water to hatch those eggs. Recent rains turned many places into breeding grounds.
For the floodworm mosquitoes, they'll go 5, 10, even 20 miles from where they were hatched. They're pretty strong flyers, so that's why we're starting to see them more by our houses, even some of the suburban areas, rather than just out in the woods.
Brown County Program and Natural Resource Manager Jason Petrella says people should remove standing water from places like plastic tarps and outdoor dog bowls. He says wearing light-colored clothing helps, and so does bug spray with the chemical DEET. He says cooler weather will help too.
Mosquitoes are cold-blooded, so the colder temperature, the less active they are. So if you get in those like 40s, 50s even, they'll slow way down and stuff. It's not going to probably stop them completely, but they won't be as aggressive as they are when it's warmer out in the 70s and 80s.
Meanwhile, the Malots continue their trek from the relative safety of the shoulder.
When it cools off, now we'll go back in the woods a little bit and try that again, but otherwise we're going to stay on the road today. I don't want to go back in the woods right now.